Yo, what's up everybody? It's the original Grown B and I'm bringing you some Team Defender as usual, a dome gameplay where I go 31-5 after my first 5 deaths, which are very irritating deaths, and this is generally what happens when I have a good game. Either I start off good, I get first blood, I get a predator missile, I generally start off like maybe 5-0, and then I'll get my attack chopper, maybe get a few deaths here and there, and you know, I'll just start off good. Other games that I do really well in is when I get killed in so many ridiculous ways that eventually my anger just takes over and I go on a kill streak like this. It's about a 20 to 25 kill streak, and I end the game with a pending attack chopper. So this was a pretty good match considering it was at this very terribly spawny, map, dome. But, I'm not going to do my usual 2-minute mini topic that I always do. I always end up talking about something else before diving into the real topic, and I'm not going to do that today because I'm actually pretty excited about this topic. I think this is one of the best topics I've done over the past week, and that topic is there such thing as gaming integrity? And by gaming integrity, those of you who don't just know what integrity is, it's basically doing right and doing wrong. Is there a right way to play? Is there a wrong way to play? And is there one way that gets more respect than others, and one way that people would deem a nasty kind of, I guess you could say, bad way to play, or an evil way to play? And I'm excluding hacking. Now, hacking, of course, it's as simple as that. Hacking is cheating, and cheating is it doesn't have to be Call of Duty, it doesn't have to be PlayStation, it doesn't have to be Xbox, it could be, whatever, a card game, it could be tic-tac-toe, it could be hopscotch. When you cheat in a game, it's clear that, you probably shouldn't play if you can't, play it right. So it's as simple as that. I'm talking about the in-game activities that go on that people get so frustrated about. Let's say camping, of course. Camping is probably the biggest one. People are so infuriated with campers. Over the past couple of years, I've decided, camping is part of the game. The thing that I get angry about is simple things like, the knifing system, or things that are just completely illogical. Bullet registration, stuff like that. Those are the things I get mad about nowadays. I don't get mad at the way people play because you can't help the way people play. When people want to use an overpowered gun because Infinity Ward made that gun overpowered, it's not their fault. But when it comes to things like spawn trapping, now it's not fair to someone who is being spawn trapped because it's not something you can control. It's not something you can really skill your way out of. If you're spawning directly into bullets that have just been fired, or if you spawn into the bullets that just previously killed you, what can you do about that? What precaution can you take to not be spawn trapped? And that's when it comes, when this gaming integrity comes in. Is it right? Is it wrong to spawn trap someone and get them in a position that, the game itself is holding them in, and not a position that, they've got themselves into and basically can't skill their way out? And that's the type of thing that I'm trying to address here today. As far as people using overpowered weapons, doing things like quick scoping or camping. You can't control someone who's camping, but do you consider it, morally or, right to sit off in a corner and wait for someone to walk by? Is that right? Is that wrong? That's the question I'm trying to, get the answer to see what other people think. Is there such thing as gaming integrity? Are there some things that you shouldn't do? Are there some things that, are okay? Is there anything that you can do in a game that's not cheating, that is just wrong? And I really don't think that there really is. Other than stuff like spawn trapping and stuff like that, I don't think that, stuff like camping or using a certain weapon because it's better, I don't consider that any type of, flaw or damage to your gaming integrity if it exists. So that's just the question that I'm putting forth. And when it comes down to things like that, for instance, like quick scoping, I just personally think that quick scoping is completely unrealistic. I think it's the exploitation of the game. And when you're exploiting the game itself, based on something that hasn't been fixed or hasn't been patched, is that, a discredit to gaming industry? For instance, with quick scoping, you're not aiming at that guy. You're using, a technique that basically has a little bit of flaw in it. You're not using a lot of skill. You're not really aiming at that guy. I mean, come on, let's be serious. It's very unrealistic, but Infinity Ward allows it to be possible. And when people exploit that, is that a challenge to gaming integrity? So think about things like that. In-game things that people choose to do that aren't cheating, are some of those wrong or some of those right? Are they good? Are they bad? Let me know what y'all think. And if you say, you know what, think that guy's right, you gotta subscribe. And Grown Bees out.